UFOs, we learned a number of things. That not everybody who sees a UFO is crazy, that our government has lied about UFO information, that it's withheld UFO files, and even spied on UFO witnesses.
Since the late 1940s, Americans have been fascinated by a mysterious region in Nevada known as Area 51.
Area 51.
Area 51.
Area 51.
G'day YouTube, this is Mott from the Black Collar Project, and I am at an abandoned house near Area 51. This place was owned by a man named Alien Bob, and he had passed away in this house sometime in the early 2000s. Now, we're just here to explore the location. We're not going to do an investigation. We just wanted to get a feel for the location. We did go up to Area 51 gate, and we weren't welcome there whatsoever. And we also tried to make it into the Area 51 tunnels, but a bunch of guys come running up on us and in their truck, and they asked us to leave in a hurry, otherwise they would trespass us. So we're going to check this place out and hopefully not get chased out of here. So it's just going to be an exploration. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell for further updates, and let's see what we can find. Rock and roll.
To most of the world, Area 51 is famously known for the alien conspiracy theory that involves a UFO that crashed in Roswell, New Mexico.
Autopsy on subject 6185-0300.
Anatomically, the subject appears normal, signs of early rigor. There is widespread evidence of external trauma to the torso, face, arms and legs. Sample of skin tissue being removed for frozen section histology.
Alright, so we are at Alien Bob's house, not too far away from Area 51. Got Web 702 with us. Alien Bob right there, guys. And it says that when you walk in the door, it says in memory of Alien Bob, who used to live here. Now Bob died in this house. Bob did die in this house.
Right here, I mean, there is a lot of like tissue right here.
He could have died right here. Look on the.
Could have.
Look at the stained pillow. Now Bob used to work at Area 51 back in the days. They named him Alien Bob. And he lived here for quite some time. Now it is quite an unusual sort of house. We were lucky to find this. It's literally about 2 miles away from Area 51. This is the kitchen here. Now there have been other YouTubers that have come here and checked out this location. This place is in the middle of nowhere. It's in a town called Rachel, Nevada. It's about 2 miles away from the freeway and not too far away from Area 51. Alien Bob lived here for quite some time and he worked on the base. He was a camo guy. He was private security. I'm already starting to hear noises in here as well. Now there are a lot of rodent feces all over the ground as well. But I want to show you around this place. It's pretty crazy.
What you know about that?
The Three Stooges?
Stooges.
Yeah, there's a lot of clothes left here. There's a bedroom here that's kind of gutted out. Some of Bob's clothes. It's like freshly ironed as well. His clothes are like freshly ironed. Yeah, he lived here for quite some time. This is the bathroom, right? See, he's got a alien with a gun on his hat. There's the wallpaper around the top of the roof there. It's pretty cool. What's in here? More clothes.
Oh my goodness.
What?
It's a joking situation.
What sort of music?
Nickelback.
Oh wow. He had a
Nickelback in here.
average taste of music. The old Nickelback. We don't know too much about how he passed away, but we do know that he did pass in this house according to some of the local people. So we do know that Bob passed away in this house. We don't know how he died, but he was a former worker of Area 51. Now a lot of the Area 51 workers, they live in a town not too far from here called Alamo, and they drive those white trucks. You've probably seen them quite often pulling over people that get around the Area 51 base. They're really secretive about people filming around there. We managed to get a little bit of footage, but we have heard of other YouTubers getting their SD cards confiscated and stuff like that. We did attempt to go in another location not too far from here, but we got pulled up and asked to leave because we were trespassing. Bob! You still here, bud? When did you pass away? Heard a weird taste of music. Now, there's an old calendar here. 2004. 2004. So not too long ago. The photo was taken in 1948. But there's his food that he left up there. Is that a potty pan up the top there?
That's an old school.
What is that?
That I believe is a old school potty pan. Like you said.
He used that potty pan up there. He's got some old matches up there. Look at this food that he's got going on in here. There's a lot of bugs in here, by the way. He liked the baked beans.
Bush's baked beans.
Yep, popcorn, cranberry. What's going on here? More of the popcorn. Heaps of feces and stuff. These old knives he's got here. There's a lot of bugs. Look at the roof up there as well. It's starting to cave in.
Yeah.
And then that's why there's so much shit on the ground there. With.
There's names around here. Like in that bathroom over there, there was a name Mark. I think there's multiple people.
Yeah, I believe so, because based on the amount of bedrooms there are as well, there's a wig on the ground here as well.
Enter. There's an actual basement.
Look at this stuff here.
Yeah.
Creepy basement. This is the main entrance, which has been boarded up. Guy was a smoker. This is the basement, yeah. So we're just gonna make our way down here. This is only a small house. What?
What the hell is this?
What?
Okay, this is like some barbarian type crap right here.
This is
If
weird.
anyone hasn't seen the movie yet.
Barbarian?
Yeah, the movie Barbarian.
Yeah. Horror, is that like a horror movie, right?
Yeah, this is, what the?
Well, that Red Bull's relatively new. But the
Basement.
the phone's fairly old. Sony.
But this is the basement. You have a
Oh wow, this
A
is
mattress
creepy,
right here. What
man.
the-
This is kind of eerie.
what was going on? Oh,
Oh, look at it. Look
it
at
smells
these.
like death in here.
Yeah, it does stink. It smells like rotten, like something that's rotten. It might have been a kid's room or something, but who knows? It really stinks.
Oh,
It's like something died in here or something like that. So,
There's a rat up
but
there.
oh, there are rats.
Yeah.
An actual rat. So this place is rodent infested. So that means there's snakes as well.
Let's just hope this is the kid's room. I'm not liking this whatsoever.
So we don't know where he actually died. You know,
A room
he
down
may
here.
have died upstairs. He could have died in his bed. This is some kind of crazy sort of basement, man.
Multiple water heaters.
Like a chair just facing the fucking wall. Oh, there's cobwebs there. Don't walk into them.
Look at that.
Look at these cobwebs right here. Shit. And up there, there's eggs. There could be black widows.
I wanted that.
You have to watch. There's a spider right there.
There's new age lighting.
There's
in
a
here.
spider right there. Is there anything on my head?
No.
There's some web. No, there's web.
There's web.
Web.
There's another
crazy.
freaking room.
And then there's like a
what is
little
going on here?
Crawl space up there as well.
This is just kind of freaky to me after watching that movie.
I have to watch it that I don't get my hair and all that shit because I've got such lovely hair. Is there anything in there, guys? You can have a look.
I mean, at least not like the movie, you know.
There's all these mattresses everywhere as well. One random TV downstairs. There's some crazy spiders in here, guys. It's not gonna fall on my head, is it? This place is shady as fuck. You got double bunk beds here. I wonder what happened down here. I mean, how many people did he get in here? There seems to be like 4 bedrooms in this tiny place. Well, this place has really, really got snakes written all over it, as well as rats. I don't even want to walk in some of these places.
I don't mean to scare you.
The aesthetics of this particular location down here in the basement are unbelievable. But yeah, I'm more worried about getting spiders in my hair.
Old box fan right there.
There would have been a fair few people that were staying in this house, I reckon. Because that's 2
This is-
bedrooms right there.
This
One
is
bunk.
making me think
And
yeah.
You've got these windows that have got curtains on
Multiple workers were.
them. And it's really hot down here as well. It's extremely hot. It stinks. That particular room
Sucks.
right there, that one really stinks. That smells like something's passed away in there. Died. Animal maybe.
Who knows? But it's just.
Hey
I
Bob,
didn't expect it.
Bob, if you're upstairs, do you want to knock for me? Knock upstairs? We did go to Area 51 before we went to the gate, and we weren't allowed to take any photos. They're very, very strict now of anybody coming, especially YouTubers. This place, Rachel, Nevada, the locals are very, very cautious of the people that come here. Bob, are you in the house still? Downstairs is pretty bad, man. You really should have it cleaned.
2002. So that light fixture,
Yeah.
the name Mark is on it, and it's 2002.
Yeah, well the calendar goes to 2004, so it's starting to deteriorate a little bit, you know, because of the weather. He's got his herbs up here. So I would say that Bob lived here with other people at some point, and he passed away and they all moved on.
There's a shapeshifter.
What?
I've never heard it say that before.
Look, this thing works.
There's a shapeshifter.
That.
You got the
Get
moth
outta
in your
here.
head. What's going on?
That thing's flashing.
What is it?
I just pressed it, it still works.
Bro, where?
Yeah, I'm hearing it.
The fuck is that?
What was that? That was in here.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Isn't that crazy? It was dead quiet and all of a sudden the wind just picked up. Oh, shit. In my head.
Ancient spirit.
Ancient spirit.
What is that?
A bird?
That's a bird.
That's a bird. What's with the weather? Bob, is that you making that weather doing that? You want us out of your house?
This is crazy. This is literally freaking crazy.
Look at it. It's like a hurricane's coming through here.
Like,
There's literally like a hurricane coming through
It's
this place.
been
Like it was dead quiet.
Completely dead quiet. The wind was down. There was no wind.
I don't even
All of
want
a
to go
sudden, out of
outside.
nowhere, I mean, is
Like
it
I might get
possible
blown
spirits
away.
Could actually manipulate weather?
Yeah, I feel like if I step out there, I'm gonna get blown away. I like end up in like the land of Oz or something.
I'll get you, my pretty, and your little dog too.
The house is like starting to shake as well. Like it's really, really heavy wind. This whole house is literally shaking. Like you could probably hear it on the audio. It feels like we're in the middle of a hurricane. That's what it feels like right now. And it went from being like 5 knots to like 30 knots, just like that.
Did we embark?
Do we let the cat out of the bag? Bob, are you trying to tell us something by causing that wind? Bob's some crazy. Did you hear that?
Yes, I did.
What is that noise? It's shaking the whole house. I can't get over that. Hear it? What the hell?
Okay, it's impossible. These not doors. These windows are completely boarded up. Especially that one there. It is completely boarded up, and it's a solid window.
Bob, you want to slam the door? Slam the door for me. They must have been his shoes right there. We're just in here doing exploration. We don't have really any gear or anything. We got the spirit talker running. For that wind to pick up like that and literally start shaking the house, as soon as we come up from the basement, it started to happen. It is the desert. There is weird weather that happens out here. There's monsoons, but it's just very unusual all of a sudden to go from being like no wind at all to like really, really heavy, to shake the house enough to make us think that someone was pulling up or something. It felt like a freight train was coming. Are you downstairs? You want to come and approach me and say hello to me? You have a visitor from Australia. There's a lot of bugs down there. It's really hard for me to film for too long. You want me to go back down there, sir? I got the K2 running. Just to try to... Door? It said door. Bob? Bob? How long did you work at Area 51 for? How old are you, sir? How did you pass away? Supply? Did you spend much time down here at all? Am I welcome down here? It's very, very shady down here. Now, you can hear the wind. It's just rustling so heavy outside. It went from... It's howling. It's howling so much. This particular room here, I don't know what happened in this room, but I'm getting a really, really crazy, overwhelming feeling when I enter this room. There's like a force field, and it's very, very heavy. Bob, do you prefer me just to be alone down here?
Upset me.
Did I upset you? I'm sorry, sir. I'm trying to be nice. I'm a friendly guy. What was this room used for, sir? I'm getting noises now. And it's not the wind. Hello? Sir?
Footsteps.
I got the chills big time. It just said footsteps. There's a noise coming from over here in the corner. It's coming from inside the building. It's not the wind outside. Bob? Am I below your room here? I really don't like being down here at all, to be honest with you guys. It's not just the fact that there's spider webs everywhere. Bob, did you pass down here, sir? Were you sick? Bob, were you sick? What the fuck was that? Hello? There's nothing there. Alright, there's some really, really weird noises going on now. It just said, he will touch me. It said, we will touch you. I think Webb's freaking out. He's freaking out a little bit upstairs. It felt like we've released something. For that wind to pick up, the energy changed. It is so hot down here right now. It's absolutely boiling. I'm probably sweating really bad. This is very, very overwhelming. It's a really heavy feeling. I'm gonna go back upstairs, but this wind is absolutely crazy. Whatever's going on outside, it feels like we're in a freaking tornado or a hurricane. Where? Feels like the whole house is shaking.
English.
I don't know if you can hear that out there, guys. We are in the middle of some sort of crazy severe weather web. I don't think that any spirit has the power to manipulate environmental factors.
Ooh, the thing is...
We need power.
Oh, come on.
There's no power.
So this turned to be just...
Well, we're just checking the place out.
Literally just...
We are just checking the
we
place
were gonna
out.
just do like
and
a
the whole
time
house
capsule.
is shaking. Look at it. Can you feel it under your feet? It's shaking the house.
I'm seriously nervous.
I don't want to go outside. If we go outside... Oh, there was a white flash out there.
Yeah, I know.
There was a white it's not lightning. That looked like a flashlight or something. Now, if I were to go outside right now, you're going to lose audio because we're in the middle of some sort of weird, like a hurricane or something. But it happened just like that. We were in this house. We went downstairs into the basement. We've come up here. There's noises coming from this room here from inside. It's bugs are us. Moths are us. Mothman is everywhere. And it stinks.
No.
I can't get over that weather, man.
Your stuff. Your
I blew the tripod down. And then another thing, Webb. My camera overheated.
What?
It's that hot. It overheated downstairs. It turned itself off. Bob, come inside. Get out of the weather. This place was basically perfectly fine when we got here. We were actually saying, Webb, how good the weather was.
Yeah, exactly.
It was perfectly still. What
the hell?
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Dude. That is seriously shaking. This whole place is shaking.
It's almost like...
There's something here that's malevolent, man. You got a cat ball there?
I'm just gonna
Oh
try.
man, this house is shaking. Bob! I can't get over this, guys. I've never been in this sort of situation.
Can you trigger those?
Are you there, Bob? Call out. It said call out. Bob!
That's just
Do you
a
want us
board.
out of your house? Make it stop. Stop shaking the house. Stop it. Why are you so angry at us? There's probably all sorts of fucking stuff underneath that bed. But
And I'm stuck.
for this house to be shaken violently, shaking violently, all of a sudden. You can hear it right here. It's just banging, and these are boarded up.
Yeah, it's boarded up. You can clearly see it.
You can see that this is boarded up.
Whatever that noise was not normal.
And whatever's going on, it's shaking.
What the? Okay.
What?
Charles.
Charles. Was there a man here named Charles that lived here? It's moving violently.
Dude, you know what it's like? It's like someone is literally out there. A whole bunch of people around the outside of the house doing this.
What does that say?
Lincoln County. This is like a phone book.
Roger. It said Roger. So we got a couple names. We got Charles and we got Roger. Now, guys, this was just meant to be an exploration. We didn't have any intent to even film here. We got a little bit of a some intelligence with this location. We got told to come here and check it out. Bob passed away. Is there a dark entity that lives here? Is that why you're able to do what you're doing? Make the house violently shake? This house is out of control. Is it hard to breathe down here? It is.
No,
it's very heavy.
It's hard to breathe, and honestly,
I'm getting a headache as well.
Like, this shit's making me fucking like nervous.
It is to me because the whole house is shaking. There's a knock upstairs.
Yeah,
there's a knock. It was on the floorboard. That was on the floorboard. Every time I try to turn my camera off because it's overheating, I have to turn it back on, and we get some sort of noises.
What?
You are. It said, you just said, are you causing my camera to go out of focus? And the spirit talker said, you are.
You are. Look at this. It's completely out of focus.
I know, and I'm having issues, guys, with the temperature. Slam the door, Bob. Why are you so angry? Did you have a problem with people in your life and you have to take it out on us? Webb's having a problem with his camera now.
I'm a man.
I'm a man, yeah.
Yeah, we know, and you're we think you're very malevolent. Every time we try to turn the camera off, because I've got to cool the camera down, now we've just heard dragging. We've heard dragging upstairs. Bob, if that's you upstairs, can you please drag some furniture for us? We want to hear it on the timber flooring. Your favorite chair. Take a seat. You're freaking us out. Crazy shit going on, guys.
You're being followed.
Oh, no,
That-
freaking way.
Did you hear that? That was... You're being followed. Really intelligent responses. Relevant, very relevant. Kind of freaking me out. What do you reckon, man? They seem to be holy people. Webb?
Yeah, I know.
They got the
I saw
crucifix.
that. Really odd. For some reason, it's like strangely dark.
This house has proven already that it's got crazy activity, and I think it's dark. I think it's malevolent. It's not demonic, right? Now you need to get this through your thick heads, a lot of you paranormal people. There's a difference between an angry spirit, an angry entity, right? And demonic. So please get that through your head. Not everything is demonic. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video, guys, here at the abandoned house at Area 51. Things went from 0 to 100 really quickly. The house started shaking. Now, this was just meant to be an exploration, and we got really good intelligent responses. Now, we will come back here. Let's get it to 200 likes, so make sure you hit that thumbs up for us, and we'll come back and do an investigation with all our gear, because there was a lot of energy here, and it felt like actually it was very malevolent. It feels like, I don't know, an overwhelming sense of sort of like anger that these people had. So guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell for further updates. Like always, we don't know where we're going to be next, but you'll find out soon. Cheers, Dinkos.
I'll set you free, I promise. There's no time to lose.